Yeah, I thought it was a great environment here in Youngstown. Can't thank the fans enough. Have so much respect for what Coach Horn and their program have at NKU. But tonight our guys really wanted to make a statement. It really was our defense. We showed them a lot of clips from Wright State. We talked about taking the best player out of the equation, and that's Warwick, tremendous player. So I thought our guys just stayed the course. The first half was kind of what I expected, to be honest with you, after playing 3 overtime games. But our guys are relentless. It's a fun group to coach, and really want to thank this community. They're coming out in a big way. We just had 30, 40 kids in our locker room. We invite them all in after wins. It's fun. It's fun to win, and we want people to leave here with a smile on their face.
Sure, that stretch over the first 7 minutes of the second half, you got scored in 16-6. You allowed them 2 field goals. Just that phase of the game.
Yeah, we have that spurt ability, Dana. That's kind of who we are, buddy. I mean, we're a team with a lot of really good shooters, a team with a lot of good athletes, a team that's very unselfish. So when you get stops, you got a chance to be on the attack. And that's what we talked about. We had a great speaker yesterday, one of the best. We've had a lot of good speakers. We've had, President Tressel, Maurice Claret. We've had, good friend of mine with, the Boston Celtics. We had a lot of people come into this building and talk to these kids. We had Simon Arias in here, Ursuline grad, Youngstown guy. It was one of the best speeches I've ever heard, Dana. I couldn't sleep last night. I was so fired up. And what he talked about was what it meant for this city and what we're really about. And that's toughness, right? And that's everything that this city stands for. And he just really hit on, you only have a small window in life. You got to capitalize that small window in life, those opportunities. And this is these guys' opportunities. And he talked about never being satisfied and not being finished, and having a grown man approach. And I thought our guys did. We've been preparing for this game for about 10 days. To be honest with you, Joel, Ben has looked at a lot of stuff. I've looked at a lot of stuff because they're such a great defensive team. We've got a guy in Canada that is our analytics guy that we work with. I call him our special ops guy. He sends me about 7 days in advance how we need to attack this particular team, and I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was spot on. You got to give our guys credit, man. That's a quick turnaround, 3 overtime game. You're playing a team that plays all pack line defense, and then today you're playing a team that it was holding teams to 57 points the last 5 games. Like, they're not good. They're an elite defensive team, and it's hard to play against that matchup zone. And Darren does a great job, and Eric Out on his staff do a great job with it. So really proud of the fact we got 74. I know that's 10 below our average, but against this team, that's good.
Obviously, you touched on it a little bit, but to be in this position now and you're in first place by half game, obviously the Washington players, but just to be in this position, you saw the electricity that was in the building.
I think it's what you come here for. A lot of people doubted us, Dana. Let's call it like it is. When we got here, they said, this is not a basketball school. We can't get it done. You don't have this, you don't have that. But what this team has is talent. They got toughness, and they got that Youngstown mentality. And we got to keep going. It's not going to be easy. The next 6 games are going to be very difficult. You're going 2 on the road against 2 really good teams. So we got to celebrate it. You got to enjoy it tonight. Wake up tomorrow and get ready to go back to work because it's going to be tough.
Coach, I know you mentioned this earlier in your opening, but do you think this is one of the best defensive efforts you got from the group all year?
I would say so, because I have a lot of respect for their guards. I think Sam Vincent's really good. I think Trayvon Faulkner's good. I think Warwick's as good as anybody in the league, or if not up there. To hold them to 56 and the percentages that we did, that's a real togetherness. And it was chippy. It was chippy. That's what it's like this time of year in college basketball, right? You're either going north or you're going south. And I talked to our guys about that. We're trying to go north. We're trying to go to the top of the league. And even a couple of our guys got chippy with each other on the court. That's how bad they wanted it. I haven't seen us do that all year. So we got to stay together. We got to keep fighting. But it's exciting, as Dana asked. We're not used to this here, but let's get used to it. Why not? We said that when we got here. Why can't we?
Can you just sense summer. Maybe a couple of years ago, Jerrod, you have a double-digit lead, you don't hang on to that.
For sure. I mean, I think you're 100% right. I mean, that's what, winning teams do. I don't think we played our best basketball the last couple games. I thought tonight was one of our best defensive performances. But I think if you're going to be an elite team, you got to be able to win in a lot of different ways, whether that's scoring, defense. We have a lot of different options, Dana. We have a style of play. You see AD, he loves it, right? He loves shooting threes, okay? He loves handling the ball. He loves driving it. That's what I let my forwards do. If you come here to Youngstown, you're going to shoot threes as a forward. You're going to drive the ball. You're going to be more of a perimeter player, and then we're going to post you up as well. I think that's the way the game's going. And so a lot of our guys feel very comfortable out there taking and making shots. I'm not going to question their decision-making. I'm not going to, yank them out for offense. I might take you out for 2 defensive errors, but I think there's a freedom now with players and a confidence, and I think that's growing and growing. I think our staff's done a good job, but I think the older guys have carried it out, and they're hungry, Dana.
Coach, lastly, what can you say about John Lovelace off the bench today? I thought he played really well.
Johnny, I think a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people question when I made the statement about him. Is this kid really that good? Johnny's going to be great. This kid's got a bright future. He's 6'6", 6'7". He's a great athlete. The reason he'll be good is he has a great work ethic. He's an old school type of player that puts in the time. He's in the gym constantly. So he's a very, very talented player. He's going through it like all freshmen do. He's going to have good games. He's going to have bad games. Sometimes he's going to play. Sometimes he's not. We've just faced couple zone teams. Saw another zone tonight. But I got to get him in more and more. The kid is just going to be an exceptional basketball player before it's all said and done.